Good day, everybody, and welcome to That Old Black Magic quest, a currently standalone Necromancy quest. It is surprisingly roundabout, so please pay attention to the beginning of this video to see all the prereqs, because at least at this point, within the first week of Necromancy's release, most of the prereqs are not listed in the actual quest in-game. So, to get started, find Lady Grey here in the center of town and speak with her. In order to see Lady Grey, you need to have level 32 Necromancy, which means you've completed the introductory Necromancy quest, and you've completed the also beginner quest, the Blood Pact in Lumbridge. Now, items that you'll need throughout the quest that aren't currently listed are an Everlight Trumpet, which is dug up and restored via archaeology, 360 flesh runes, and 520 bone runes. You will also need to kill Dragith Nurn. He is level 26 and very weak and found in the Lumbridge catacombs. And you will also need multiple kills and a lot of luck of Hermod, the Spirit of War, which implicitly means you need to have completed the Spirit of War quest as well and have actually 65 Necromancy to finish this quest. You can complete individual portions of this quest to get Vessel Souls added to your, Vessel of Souls, but the quest won't be marked as complete until you've done everything, which also means that you need level 51 Archaeology, by the way, to dig up and restore the Everlight Trumpet. Now, to actually get started, continue through the dialogue with Lady Grey, and our first easy stop will be the Lumbridge Catacombs to kill Dragith Nurn. So, make your way to the Catacombs. Make sure to bring your Necromancy combat gear because Dragith Nurn does have to be killed one time, and it has to be with Necromancy, so you might be familiar with the Catacombs already from your early Necromancy training, as this is one of the best spots to do that. But the fight is very straightforward, there are no special mechanics involved. Just kill Dragith Nurn, he will go down very easy. Be sure to pick up the Lady Grey's guitar that he drops. That was the whole point of this thing. So grab it and return to Lady Grey. If you don't have the Tome of yet from the City Achievement Diary tasks, please get that. It offers very quick teleports to the smithy, which is close by. You can also just use the Lodestone of to teleport there. Once you return the guitar, Lady Grey will ask you to help out the rest of the band, and you can ask her about each of the other band members. There are 3 of them. I'll go through the dialogue options here, but you can do these in any order. To help out the Trumpeter, for starters, go to the ritual site and do a Lesser Communion ritual. You should be familiar with this already, but it requires 1 Elemental 1 glyph and 2 Commune 1 glyphs. Go ahead and do the ritual as normal, and when you're done with it, you'll get a message that a Trumpeter has appeared at the bandstand. Once that happens, you can just teleport back to the center of town and talk to the Trumpeter there. His name is No Gums Murray. Just talk to him. If you want to save some time here, have the Everlight Trumpet with you already. Once you've acquired the trumpet, talk to Murray one more time. Head back to the ritual site one more time with your trumpet, and you'll see an Ensoul Trumpet ritual. This still requires only level 1 glyphs, 2 elemental, 1 change, and 1 commune. Glyph all level 1, so with basic supplies you can do that. Go ahead and perform that ritual. Then check the ritual chest, and you'll see that you have an Ensouled Trumpet. You can take that and return it to Murray. You can return all the quest items all at once to everybody or individually to get the Vessel of Souls added. It's up to you. Next, to help the Pianist, talk to Zami. This is the task that you'll need the flesh and bone runes for. You need to speak with the former Master Crafter now in the crafting area of town, apparently. Follow along to find that. If you have the required runes in your inventory, you can exchange them for black piano keys and white piano keys. Don't make the mistake I did here where you're short-handed on runes. Make sure you have 52 white keys and 36 black keys. I had to run back and get the remaining 3 black keys, but I'll skip over that part. Anyways, when you have those, just return to Zami. And with 2 of the band members settled, you have the most tricky one now, which is the drummer, which requires getting the drumsticks drop from Hermod, the Spirit of War. This means you've completed the Spirit of War quest and have killed Hermod, quote, a few times, according to the quest page. So a lot of players had difficulty with this, getting over 100 kills or 150 kills and not seeing any drumsticks yet. Earlier this week, this was patched, and there is now drop like bad luck mitigation to help you get that drop faster. I myself got the drumsticks at around 30 kills. So it's unfortunate that the remainder of this quest is locked behind such RNG, but there you have it. Hermod isn't too difficult if you already have the quest requirements for the Spirit of War. I have a quest guide for that as well. As for tips for farming him, I'll try to give some advice now in the remaining time of my fastest kill at Hermod here, which is a whopping 1 minute 24 seconds or so. I recommend waiting until tier 70 Necromancy gear, because it will make the fight go much faster. Tier 70 weapons especially are much stronger than the tier 60 variants. The tier 70 power armor, if you can get it, has a set effect that applies Death Mark, or has a good chance to apply Death Mark, which will execute Hermod or any enemies when their HP is low, but still pretty high, which is really helpful. Also, the tier 70 weapon of the main hand Necromancy weapon has a ridiculous special attack that I won't go into detail, but depending on your Necrosis stacks, I was hitting like between 11,000 and 14,000 on Hermod at this level. There's the execution. If you are really struggling, I will try to have a more detailed, low-level Hermod farming guide, so keep an eye out for that video. But in the meantime, just keep killing him until you get some drumsticks. Good luck to you. Once you've managed the drumsticks, return to the band and speak to the Spirit of Rhythm, which is kind of hard to find, but he's the spectral figure there. Head over to Ed at the boat rentals area. You'll be familiar with this if you've recently done the Spirit of War quest. Just right-click him and click Rent Out a Boat to do it quickly. Unequip your weapons, and you'll be on the boat in the lake. What you do here is you scour the entire lake for 4 drums, and you click the drumsticks to guide you. They will tell you how many spaces away you are from the drumsticks. So swim around and try to get closer and closer to each drumstick. One thing I didn't know that I'll tell you now is where you see splashing, like there on screen. That indicates that one of the drums is there. So I fiddled around here for quite a bit, not knowing that, but that helps you find the rest of them. By the way, you can surge and dive while you're in the boat. It looks really funny, and it's Pretty much sailing for RuneScape 3, so hooray. Anyways, I'll speed through the rest of this part, but follow along as a general idea of how to find all the drums underwater. When you're standing in the right spot, just click the drumsticks and the spirit will dive or whatever and grab the drums, and then you activate the drumsticks again and it'll tell you how close you are to the next set. So follow along if you need help, or skip to the next timestamp if you don't want to watch me do all this. Once you've finally found all 4 drum sets, or drums, you'll get a notification like this, or a chat pop-up. You can just go back to the band and finish up the quest if you've done the other parts. I swam all the way back to, well, I paddled all the way back to the dock and disembarked as shown. I don't know if you can teleport from the boat. It would be really handy because you don't really, there's no reason to walk all the way over, so give that a shot. But anyways, speak to the Spirit of Rhythm one more time, and congratulations, quest complete.